So if I go to reach and pluck from my hair, it don't end up happening. What ends up happening is I feel the ponytail and the bandanas on my head. There we go. Just like that. And if you got a potential date coming over, you never know, right? When that could happen. And it's always important to wash your bedding, but especially if you're that close to having a girlfriend. I'm not expecting sex right away, but at the same time, it never hurts to be prepared. And let me tell you something, fellas. First time a chick has sex with you and she goes to fuck you in your bed, right? And the first thing she notices is how clean your bed is. That smell, and you know what I'm saying? It makes a good first impression. You dig what I'm saying? Good morning, one and all, on Facebook. Now here's the thing of it, like I'm not expecting sex on the first date, but at the same time, you know, in that same regard, you know I'm not expecting it at the same time. That just looks better on me if my comforter and my pillowcases that need to be washed are washed. The rest of the bedding on my bed is fine. But the worst of it's, you know, those two things need to be washed. Yeah. Yeah. And right after I get my comforter and pillowcases going in the dryer a couple times, I got plenty of time to get my laundry done before I go to the store to pick up some lawn leather. I'll make like I need to get like a couple more sticks too, and I can do that right after I collect lawn leather. I like to give it a couple of days after mailing off lawns to kind of let that last batch kind of get into effect and get into shipping before I start on another batch. Yeah. Oh, there's a crow outside. Well, hello, Mr. Crow. How are you this fine morning? Now, the whole point of the last two Facebook Live videos I made was people need to be a little bit nicer to each other. If you don't like the person, then ignore them. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. looks like a rather overcast day today, so I'm definitely taking the bus to Walfart. I mean, I could ride my bike up there, but man, if it's going to be raining and I'm consuming a little morning pick me up, then maybe. I had a hard time sleeping last night, so right after the live stream, I made myself another drink and then passed out. Poured like half a can of Pepsi into my vodka bottle, and that's why it looks like it does. There's definitely a crow outside. I can hear him cawing. Cool. Maybe it's a smaller crow, and that's why it's doing that. I can hear him outside. As far as spirit animals go, everyone has a totem of spirit animals, so to speak. I've already figured out my first three, which are crows, ravens, and cobras. Those are like three of my spirit animals. Yeah. As soon as I said that, the crow cawed 4 times. I love it. Yeah. In fact, when I placed a circle of protection using my magic around this building, one day there was a giant raven sitting by the dumpster, staring at my window, mean mugging all the pigeons that were staring at it. No bullshit. Oh. You know when someone said, "Oh, that's cute, you think you can do that?" Nothing against my ex-girlfriend Summer, but when I told Summer about my circles of protection that I do, I got told, "Oh, that's cute, you think you can do that?" Now keep in mind that when she started going off about all these things that she could supposedly do, I said, "Oh, very interesting." I didn't say, "Oh, that's cute, you think you can do that," right? Now here's the thing of it. I know my circles of protection are a real thing because I've done it several times. I had somebody in chat come up to me and they're like, "There's a Nazi rally protest tomorrow." And she was worried about Nazis attacking the place. And so I put a circle of protection on her in that town where that protest was happening. And then lo and behold, these Nazis come in with guns. They go shooting people. They didn't shoot anybody. Not only did the Nazis fail to shoot and kill anybody, but they were detained and stopped before it got out of hand. And nobody was hurt on top of that. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, you got to be shitting me. When the person told me that in chat, I was like, huh. But then I was watching a Young Turks video, and that Nazi protest had made it onto the news, and they said the exact same thing. These Nazis brought guns to the protest to kill a bunch of innocent people. Nobody got shot, and they were arrested. I'm like, how about that? So I've seen my magic do some pretty cool shit firsthand. Yeah. As sure as that girl won the Hooters pageant, I'm gonna win the fucking lottery and I'm gonna be super fucking rich. So mote it be in the witch's circle. I'll drink to that. Mm. uh, That's too cool, man. I like the name Viper Tech. That's a cool name. Speaking of my taser, I wonder how the review on YouTube is doing. I mean, I literally tased myself for the first time ever live on camera, and you think that would garnish some sort of view. Hell yeah, it did. After 390, almost 400 views, we have 48 likes and 12 dislikes. Yeah. People don't even care that they can comment or not on my video. They're like, yo, this guy just tased himself on camera. That's gnarly. And I took that pain like a man. I was just like, oh, holy shit, that had a bite to it. I'm sorry, fuck that expression. Take it like a man. That's so sexist towards males. That kind of crap makes me sick. Oh, don't be a pussy. Take it like a man. Did you get a cut? Rub some dirt in it. Quit being a crybaby. Hold on a second. Crack this open as well. There we go. Now with two windows open, I got a nice airflow going through here. Most excellent. Now I can have a little bit of nicotine here. Just kind of load up on my pipe. Hold on a second. No, I don't drink in the morning every day, but you know, every once in a while, it's good to have a little bit of day drinking. You don't have to do it all the fucking time, but every once in a while, you wake up and it's like, oh, hey, you know. And that's why you see, so get this, Facebook, I had some black bed sheets on my bed that tore and got a bunch of holes in them. I'm looking around for spare sheets, and not my first choice for spare sheets, but there you go. I find bed sheets with pink roses on them, and I'm like, well, it protects the McMurray mattress that I have, so it shows chicks my romantic side, and it protects my McMurray mattress. So I'm like, yeah. You tough enough to sleep with pink roses on your bed sheets? And what the fuck is that homophobic bashing bullshit? Quit being a faggot and crying about it. Like, what is that? That kind of crap right there. Now, I'm very comfortable with my heterosexuality, but there are a lot of people who struggle with their sexual identities, and that kind of bullshit in our society makes it harder for people to come out and accept themselves because of it. I'm here to tell you, don't let society tell you otherwise. You like what you like, you know what I'm saying? If you're gay, bi, or trans, or whatever the case may be, who cares, dude? That's your life, you know? Fuck what everybody else thinks. Excuse me. Well, not cool of her to be condescending on your stuff, especially when you've supported of her. I don't know what you're talking about on that issue, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, if you're talking about Gothic D selling wands, then yeah, it's kind of like, how thick are you really? You know what I'm saying? You're taking, like, I'm not the first person to have the idea to sell wands on Etsy, but my wands always seem to sell out rather quickly, so I normally don't make wands on the weekends unless I need to get them done super quickly. So yeah, it's a new day. After I get my comforter and pillowcases washed and dried, I'll put them back on my bed. And then I'm going to take the bus up to Walmart and go get some wand leather. And then I'm going to collect 5 more sticks, which is all I need to complete this batch. For a red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, gold, silver, clear, glow-in-the-dark, parlor. Yeah. Make the batches smaller, they're easier to make, and, you know, what have you. So, yeah. I legitimately had a fan from the UK hit me up. He's like, dude, thank you for doing the ventriloquist skits on YouTube. Sometimes when people see me doing the ventriloquist skits on YouTube, it reminds them of their days, you know. And this guy that bought the wand, he's like, dude, I used to have a ventriloquist dummy, and I miss him so much, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for doing that. It brought joy to my face. And I'm like, that's what's up. You know, when I get fans messaging me saying stuff like that, that makes me feel good about what I'm doing on social media. Now what I'll do is I'll carve out all 11 wands first, and then I'll paint them one at a time in the same day and try to get them drying in multiple batches. Like, I'll try to get the whole batch done as quickly as possible. And they still look good. They look like, you know what I'm saying, there's something I'd be proud to sell on Etsy. Yeah. Of course, when people see me selling or gathering sticks around town, they already know what's up. They're like, oh, that guy sells wands on Etsy. That's cool. Yeah. Cobra said 10,000 volts directly to his leg. That had some bite to it. Dude is legend. I didn't know I didn't know this thing had 10,000 volts. Damn. Well, no wonder why that video is getting so many likes. They're like, this dude took a 10,000 volt taser to the leg and said it had some bite to it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sitting here like, wait, this thing's 10,000 volts? Maybe my pain tolerance is a lot higher than I realized. I'm sitting there going, dude, how many likes is it gonna get? Sure enough, that teaser video's got more likes than dislikes. I love it. That's the kind of crap that's gonna put my channel up there. That's the kind of stuff people are gonna be like, more videos like that. Did the taser leave a mark on your leg? No, it just zapped me a little bit. But this will be great for self-defense purposes. I like it. I like it. Yeah. I like how convenient that something like this is. Like, you can literally plug it into the wall and charge it. I love it. In fact, I'm going to plug it into the wall so it's got a full charge. To be fair, my muscles are more dangerous than that taser. To be brutally fair, my muscles are more dangerous than that fucking taser, so I could break somebody's nose with one punch. Wouldn't be that hard. Not trying to brag, I'm just saying. Yeah. What's the most damage you've done to someone before, Josh? Well, mental damage, to be honest. I genuinely avoid fighting unless I have to. It's the way of the Cobra, you know what I'm saying? Cobras don't generally strike unless they're cornered. I'm the same way. And that's really the only similarity that I have with that snake is that I don't go looking for a fight unless one comes my way. Then I'm like, all right, let's do this. Man. Emotional drunks. Let me tell you. One minute they're super excited, like, hey, yeah, what's the next minute they're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not trying to talk shit, but, you know, it's adorable in its own special way. Like, if you're an emotional drunk, one minute you're crying, next minute you're, hey, you know, and that's the worst it gets, then it's adorable as shit. But most people don't want to be around that. And then you get those emotional drunks, one minute they're pissed off, next minute they're just like, no, dude. I'm not an emotional drunk, to be honest. If anything, I'm a smart ass when I drink. Yeah. Don't cobras bite because they eat the things they bite? Well, yes, that's the thing of it, is cobras would rather save their venom for their prey, for their food, because venom takes a minute to reproduce. So most of the time, cobras, although I wouldn't risk it, but cobras would rather dry bite a human because they don't want to waste their venom. However, I would not risk it because, yeah, you know, I like cobras, but if I've ever had experience handling them, then I'm not stupid enough to pick one up and like, oh, hey, look at this, you know, pulling a Steve Irwin, like, crikey, look at this thing. Yeah, I know. Rest in peace, Steve. I'll drink to that. I can remember when it happened too, like, I'm watching golf on TV and they said on the news that on the golf that, oh yeah, he got stung by a stingray. And I'm like, he died doing what he loved doing, which was showing the world that animals are dangerous if you fuck with them. You know? And all the times you see Steve Irwin messing with like a cobra or something, it'll hood up, try to bite him, and then try to get away. And then, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll tell you about the reason why I had a hard time sleeping last night, because that chick I want to ask out, I was craving her cuddles, and I haven't even started dating her yet, as weird as that sounds. Hmm. Isn't it weird, though? You're craving cuddles and attention from a chick, and you haven't even started dating her yet. Yeah. Funny how life works like that. And if me and this chick end up going out, I'm definitely taking her to the Ozzy concert. You already know, if I can. You know. When are you going to ask her out? When I can. You know, I was saying, like, I got a plan in action that's going to work out beautifully. And the first step to that plan involves getting some wand leather so I can get wands done as quickly as possible. That way I have an excuse to visit her job without being a bum. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's all I'm saying on that. I don't want to give away too much detail. Did you get her Facebook contact? Strangely enough, not yet. Damn it. I was going to ask her when I got done doing what I was doing, but by the time I got done doing what I was doing and I rode my bike to her job to ask her out, she'd already clocked out and was done for the day. So I'm like, well, that's what you get for waiting until after you're done doing what you're doing, Mr. Professional. Shit. And everybody around town sees me and they give me shit about liking her. They're like, you like so and so. And at first it was kind of annoying, like, what are we in junior high? Grow the fuck up. But then after a while, I'm like, yeah, and can you blame me? You know what I'm saying, Facebook. Now, here's the thing of it. Even if you work a dish pit, you can still make customers feel welcome back. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I try to do when I'm washing dishes. Is I try to make customers feel like they're welcome back anytime. And by keeping a positive work attitude. And I know that for a fact that my bosses appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think just because you're maintenance or you're the cleaning person or whatever the case may be that you can't do a whole lot. Believe me, you have a lot more response. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot more in your grasp than you realize. Because without the dish pit person, a kitchen falls apart. I mean, yeah, you can cook the food, you can serve customers, but if you don't have clean dishes to put the food on or clean dishes to put and prep the food on, then what? You know what I'm saying? So a dishwasher is just as important in a kitchen as any of the chefs. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to have dirty dishes when they have their food on their plate, and it's unsanitary to have dirty dishes to serve food on. So people who have this attitude of, oh, you're a dishwasher, you're just a commoner, ugh, you know, that snobby attitude won't get you very far in life. People like that need to realize that the dishwasher is just as important as the chef is. And it's like I said, you know, if you don't have clean dishes to prep your food on, and you don't have clean dishes to put your food on, then the kitchen falls apart. And you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you think just because you're a dishwasher that your opinion doesn't matter. Well, here's the thing of it. On the grander scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. You know, the best thing you can do is keep your mouth shut and do your job. Plain and simple. If you get, you know, negativity outside of that, ignore it. Be the bigger person. Be more professional, you know? If you get negativity within that situation, ignore it. Be the bigger person. Be more professional. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a hypothetical. That doesn't pertain to anything personally. That's just a hypothetical. That's just me giving you some good advice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now, even if you struggle in life, struggle with grace. Hmm. Shit. Exactly. And, you know, I'm not going to talk about my work schedule because it's none of your business. But when I'm on the clock, my main objective is making sure customers and the chefs have clean dishes to serve and prep food on. Because I ask myself, how would I feel if I went into a restaurant and the plates were dirty? And yeah, dude, I wouldn't want, ew. You know what I'm saying? But the only time I talk about work on social media is to bring up that point. You know, the dishwasher is just as important as the chefs. Even if, you know, this and that details, you know what I'm saying? And I guarantee you, if the head chef or the chefs in general have food to prepare, customers to serve, okay, they're not going to have time to do dishes if they're super busy. So having a dishwasher ready to go, ready to kick ass, wash dishes, you know what I'm saying? It's greatly needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not being negative about my job here on social media. I'm just saying, you know, between the head chef, the regular chefs, and the dish pits. Okay, this is the backbone to every good restaurant has these sort of things. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, yeah. And let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something. When you're at your job, good communication skills. Hell yeah. When you hear a customer say, I'm coming back here again, good service, that makes me feel good. That makes me feel fucking awesome, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, straight the fuck up, dude. Yeah. Mm. Mm. I bought a bacon cheeseburger at my job the other day. Oh, so good. It had bacon, regular American cheese, burger patty, horseradish, sriracha sauce, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, onions, and some ranch dressing. Oh, so good. So good. Mm. So good. Yeah. I don't care what the situation is. You work hard at your job and you do a good job. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. You work hard at your job and you do a good job. People will appreciate that. And sometimes if you're getting bullied by people, it's better to say nothing than to give that person the satisfaction of responding. You say nothing and let them dig themselves into a hole. You know what I'm saying? Yep. And that could apply anywhere in life. You know, when I made that video, Pick Your Battles, on YouTube, that video I made called Pick Your Battles, that applies to pretty much every sort of bullying situation you might be in. I don't care where it's at. Sometimes you just gotta pick your battles. Yeah. Oh. Dude, I like this Cobra Cult shirt that I made. That's fucking sick. I'll have to order me a t-shirt one of these days. I like the coffee mug too. That's just as cool. No, because I have no experience as a chef. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm content with my position as dish pit. If they asked me to be chef, I'd be like, well, I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to have to politely decline because that's a lot of pressure and I don't work well under pressure, to be honest. So I actually have a lot of respect for my chefs at my job because, quite frankly, that's a lot of pressure. You fuck up on one order and it reflects negatively on the whole store. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know. Can Crush for awesome restaurants in Casper, Wyoming. Can Crush for good eats in Casper, Wyoming. Now, I did the same thing at Wendy's too. Even though I was just a lobby attendant, I always made sure to make customers feel like they were welcome back anytime. And I found a way to do it despite being cleaning/maintenance. And it's no different with my other job that I have now. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm just a dish pit person, I found a way to make customers feel welcome back anytime. And it paints a professional image for the restaurant I work for. And on top of that, you know what I'm saying, it also helps them get a good reputation, which is even better. Yeah. Hold on a second. I'm going to dig some laundry money out. There's a quarter. There's a quarter. There's a quarter. There's a quarter. Take all the quarters. Pretty much all the silver pieces out of my pile here. Buzz tokens. Now, one example I can give you of, I'll tell jokes when I'm at work. I know it sounds corny, but yeah, I'll tell jokes at work that are clean and funny. And, that makes the mood even lighter. Did I seriously just put my bus tokens back in the... That's all right, I'll grab them later. Good gracious. It makes your coworkers laugh, and then they share it with the customer, and it makes the customer laugh, and everyone's in a good mood. That's all I'm getting at. That's all I'm getting at. Like, what kind of fruit drinks out of a cup? A strawberry. Ha 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 ha. What kind of food carries a tune? Hummus. Jokes like that, they're good, they're clean, and a little play on words going, yeah. anytime I hear a customer say, I'm coming back here again, good service, I'm like, yeah, yeah. Hold on 1 second, I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay, I just got my my sheets are in, or did I say my sheets? Blah. I bet my comforter and pillowcases are in the dryer. And yeah, man, this will help with my situation.